Hello, hello, welcome back to Gold Rush. I'm Hitman82. It's been a few days since I recorded, and since then, there's been a big patch. They've added in the repairs version 2, and they've reworked the workers. So the patch actually came out a few days ago, and then I know how patches work, so I waited till the hotfix. And sure enough, there was a hotfix. So I haven't actually played it yet. So you're gonna get to discover all the problems and all the things we're gonna have to do now with me. So how's that sound? So I'm sure this wash plant will probably break this episode. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. It sounds like it's gonna be a lot of work to maintain it. Oh well. I haven't said that. There goes the hose first thing. We're off to a great start. I didn't get one scoop run and I already have a breakdown. Hope this isn't a trend. Ah, well. Let's go repair the holes. And, whoa, don't hit the fence. Oh man, so right off the bat. It's like the real Gold Rush show, where as soon as you start to do anything at all, you get a breakdown. Okay, so this part's a little noisy. I don't know how, have I showed you doing these? Oh, I must have. Well, you're gonna see it again. Yeah, do it. 7 on this. And another 7. Even the repairs are grinding. So, to get workers, to hire workers, it's going to cost money, obviously. It's going to cost money just to unlock them. I think it was $10,000. And then on top of that, you know, you have. I assume you'd have to pay for the workers. We could go check that out shortly. Also, the repairs. Well, I want to fire up the wash plant and see what happens first, because I suspect that we're going to be doing many more repairs. Like it's going to happen more often. So for $20,000, you can order stuff kind of online and have it shipped right to this box right here. So I think we might invest in that just because of the sheer number of trips we're going to have to make. Because I'm going to need like springs and rubber bushings and all sorts of stuff. And I don't want to be running to town every 10 minutes. So the only way around that is to pay the $20,000 for the privilege of ordering stuff online. Glad it doesn't work that way in real life. And so yeah, then I'll be able to just go to the PDA in the tent there and order the stuff right over here. So I think I'm gonna have to bring the truck over here and park it next to the generator so that I can shut down the wash plant quickly. So I'm gonna do that as soon as I dump this. Oh my gosh. Really, cat? You ignore me all morning until now. Who are you talking to? That's what she's asking. Not you. Oh, I'm missing a wheel. That's right. Forgot I had to replace a wheel, so go get my spare wheel and throw it in the back here. Don't want to drive around without a spare wheel. Is that it? That's the one. There we go. Now we'll head over here, and we're gonna park so that I could just hit my button to skip from the one machine to the other. So I'll skip right over to the truck, and then I can hop right out and get to the wash plant. Actually, let's park around behind this. Around and around, we'll just park up here. This is where the conveyor will eventually go. Hopefully this won't launch it into space. Was there a light? I saw some light up there. I swear I did. Thought I might have damaged the hose or something. That would be something new. But I saw no mention of that. Alright, so we'll park it right here. And so when I'm in the loader like this and it says, oh, the wash plant broke, I can just go to the truck and get out. And then fumble around, bump into the light, and turn off the wash plant right here. Plus the truck's out of the way. It's not going to be in my way for loading the wash plant. Ooh, did I leave this running? Yeah, what a waste of fuel that was. Okay, you know what? We're going to go right over, before we get digging here, we're going to go over to the tent, and we're going to unlock the workers. Like I said, I have not played this since the changes, so I'm completely noob about it. So you're welcome to learn with me, or if you already know, then it'll be too late for you to tell me. So there's $20,000. So now we can buy parts online. So it does cost extra to buy the parts because you have to pay kind of shipping, I guess, and they factor that into the price. Workers, let's unlock that for 10,000. And then I heard something. Somebody wants to work for you. Okay, thanks. All right, so let's see who wants to work for me. Anyone? Just him? Oh, Rico. Okay, Rico. Why didn't that? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It was just lit up in color to show that it was a new one. Tier 1, his specialization is dump truck. Well, we'll be getting the dump truck soon, I hope. So does that mean, can I still put him in charge of other things? I don't know. Let's hire him. Cost to hire workers, 0. Now it's going to cost 900 bucks. Okay, we can cover that, I'm sure. Alright, so this is all new to me, like I said. So we want to assign him to something on parcel 1. That's where we are. This isn't just, he can do other stuff other than dump truck, I would hope. Oh, neat. So it's worth saving on, holding on over just for that. So you can only have 5 workers, I think, per parcel, or 10. I can't remember. I think it might be 10 per parcel. All right, and I don't know how to level them up. Must cost money or something. Oh, upgrade. Well, no, we done $10,000 to get them level 2. Okay, I guess, can we not assign them to something? I suspect maybe you can only hire them for their dump truck then. Oh, that's different. I was expecting something different. Well, how long are we gonna be without a dump truck? Oh, and I mined up some more gold. Oh, that reminds me. An update. Oh my gosh, I lost my paper. I got a paper here that tells how much gold I mined, and I'm rooting through it now. Oh my gosh, I lost it. It's here somewhere. I've got a lot of papers. Anyway, that 129 ounces you see, that was from 3 cleanouts. One of the cleanouts was over 50 ounces. I remember that one. That was exciting. Yeah, so 130 ounces. The worker. What am I going to do about the worker? Well, I can't afford the dump truck yet, so sorry, Rico. Lose him forever. I'm gonna regret it, aren't I? You know what? Hopefully we get that one again, because that is pretty awesome. Movement speed boost for dump truck. Let's hold on them. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're gonna hold on. Except I could fire him and then hopefully get another worker, but I'm pretty sure another worker is gonna show up either way. Oh my gosh, cat. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause and deal with that, so I'll be right back. There, now she's happier. Okay, what was I saying? I guess we're gonna do some digging until something breaks down. So let's do that. Wash plant, we can do another 3 scoops. So as you can see, I've been clearing it down just by the level here. Best gold is in this corner back here, I think. As you can see, it's getting a bit rough and hard to travel across. Oops, dug that down a little deeper than I planned. Rusty, I guess. So we'll do a little bit of digging here and see what breaks. Maybe I'll just put the 4 scoops in and then I'll fire up the wash plant. We'll see what happens. Probably break about 6 times in this episode. It's like none of the parts are broken before, so they're ready to break now. No, replaced everything. Well, spent an extra $30,000, but oh well. So I wonder if the worker's going to cost me money even though he's not working. He's our test. I think we can afford to test it, right? And for those of you who already know, feel free to post about it on the comments. Otherwise, we're just gonna live and learn. Well, more living than learning, probably. So I'll just scrape this edge here, just kind of clean up. I think what I'll do is I'll kind of divide it between cleaning up mess and good gold dirt. So that way, still going to get hopefully 40 ounces or so per clean out. But I mean, I could get higher if I just dug in the best spots, but it's all pretty good right there. I'm also going to need all that out of the way for when I get to the dump truck and excavator, because we will be doing that. I can't see using this loader beyond getting the conveyor in the dump truck and the excavator, because I mean, we'll probably keep it around because it's handy for road building, and if we need to knock the height down to be able to reach the bottom of the hole with the excavator, then we can use it for that. Except the bulldozer might be more useful for that, but oh well, we have this already, and so I would just put it in storage, I think. Now, I don't know about you. I'm getting kind of bored with the loader. I'm ready for something different, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, focus now on. I'd hoped to purchase this plot, the old Arnold's parcel. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't save up and do that, because A, I would have been digging in all the wrong places to get there, and B, the gold doesn't look all that great here. Now it could be a fact of, you know, I go to Pine Valley or something and say, oh, the gold here is no good either, and I just wasted a whole bunch of money. Well, that's a risk we'll have to take. I mean, we took a risk on the drill, and that paid off. So, and that actually saved us a fair amount of money, because I don't think I'm buying this parcel now. I can't see running all that dirt. Okay, let's take a scoop from the back here. The good stuff. Oh, this is good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, let's have a look. The gold map. See what we got here. Oh, 67. That has dropped. The really good stuff's over here. What's it over here? It's like 300 something. Yeah, there's 300. Oh, there's some good gold right here. 167, 168. Let's see where that is. We'll toggle that. Where's 168? Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be digging that too. In the meantime, there's no gold in that. Well, that's only 2.3 is the 2.3 meters is the depth, and it's got 82 ounces in it. So this is why I'm digging out this entire area. Is there is a, you know, like this shows 16 ounces, but there's hardly any dirt, so you're still going to get something out of it. But this is a couple hundred ounces in these, so I'm just going to clean this whole corner out, because why not, right? Digging, that's what the game is about. It's digging. There we go. Well, at least we got the hired workers now. We can mess with those, and we're gonna have a whole lot of new repairs to do, I'm sure. Bump my way across here. You see, when it's not very smooth, you see how slow it is going across? That's where a bulldozer really shines, because you can flatten that right out, and it'll be just like a road. Oh well. Hashtag want bulldozer. Could get it. I mean, it would cost, what, $100,000, I guess? Something like that. Oh, it's full. I did 5 scoops. Oh well, I wasted half a bucket. Whoops. Get back in there, set the brake again. And that was the good stuff, wasn't it? What a dummy. Oh well. C'est la vie. Let's fire up the bottom of the wash plant first, and then the top part. Anything break yet? No. So I noticed in the tent there, in the PDA, one of the things they sell is notifications. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that just notifies you when the wash plant is, or when something is broken. If that's the case, then that would certainly be handy. But I have a feeling it's just going to tell me anyway. I guess we'll see. If you know what that notifications thing is in the tent on the PDA, why don't you let us know? That'd be great. That'd help us a lot, wouldn't it? For any of you who are still following along here who have played the game. Bump across. There we go. Up the hill. Go, Gutless Wonder. Actually, that's a pretty steep hill. I'm sure it would be slow no matter what machine you're using. Well, unless I suppose a rocket-powered loader, it would probably go a little faster. Or jet-powered. Be a little noisy though. A couple jet engines right next to the cab. Yeah, okay. Now we're talking science fiction. Well, not really. I guess you could do it, and it's not really science fiction-y, but it'd be not all that smart, I don't think. I don't think it would be very fuel efficient. Okay, let's fill that up until it smears. There we go, and back up the hill we go. I'm kind of hoping that I'm just like you. I'm sitting here thinking, when's that thing gonna break? When's that wash plant gonna break? When's it gonna break? You know, we almost got it 10% full. We're at 8%. Each bucket is another percent. So, if it turns out the repairs are going to be often and costly, I'll probably start putting, 4 scoops in and then run it and get another scoop or 2, and then when it gets down close to 0, I'll turn it off again and just keep doing that. It'll conserve fuel, but especially conserve parts, I would hope. It'll still run the same amount of dirt, but I mean, right now it's sitting there doing nothing because it's not processing any dirt because it's got none in it. So, waste of fuel, waste of parts. Mind you, at night I run it anyway because it gives me the floodlights there. That helps a lot. Guess I could turn my lights off on my loader. And up the hill and dump it in. No breakdowns yet. Oh, the day is young. The day is young. We've only been at it for less than 2 hours steam time. Some of that was spent just babbling. No kidding, right? Let's go get some good dirt. Good dirt. Maybe back here. Why do I have that one lit up anyway? That is square 70. Oh, okay, well, let's look for a good one. That looks pretty good. That's not so much. But here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just where we're going to dig. Here's the good gold right here. You can almost taste it. Taste gold. Golden. Gold. Gold member. That's from Austin Powers, the third one. Silly movies, but they're fun. So I have Origin Access, the vault, and got that. Oh wow, almost a year ago. Be a year at the end of next month. And one of the games that they just added was Cities Skylines, and I'd never played it, but I used to play on the Nintendo or Super Nintendo. I can't remember which it was. SimCity. Loved that game. I spent literally over 1,000 hours on that one. I just loved that game. I'd leave it running and go to bed and get up in the morning and have a bunch of money. And so the City Skyline it's like I guess a much more complicated version of SimCity, and I am just totally enthralled with that one. So that sure is fun. I don't know if it's anything I'd record, but I don't know. If you guys are interested in seeing it, you could let me know. I think right now my Gold Rush episodes are going to slow down a bit, as you've seen already. Not just because of the patch, it's just because I don't know, this is pretty grindy, and I can only do so much of it before I can't stand it anymore, so I'm already at that part. So I've been trying to decide what to do about that. I hate cheating. I hate cheating, but for video purposes, I may not have a choice. So because I cannot see spending another 200 hours doing this to get to the dump truck and the conveyor. Not 200 hours, but it's going to be a lot. I mean, I've put about 300 hours in, I think, into the game so far. Not on this particular save, but just playing it. Most of it is fun on this save. I learned how to play it, and then I started a bit, and then I started recording this. So yeah, that's a lot of time put into this already. So, and I don't want to lose that. And I'm still interested in the game, and I've got the DLC and haven't even used anything of it yet. So I definitely want to do that. But I realize that there's a limited time I can stay interested in something before something else shiny comes along, and then I got to move on. And I can't believe how long I've been recording Minecraft and Farm Sim. And if it weren't for the recordings, I don't think I'd be playing either one of them anymore. So I could see that happening here. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe one idea I kind of floated to myself was once a week do an equipment purchase for $1. So this week I would do, I don't know, a dump truck. So then, and also the slot to purchase it. And then that means I would have to buy the excavator and I'd have to buy the conveyors and stuff. But at least that would kind of move us ahead a little bit more quickly while still being on the hard mode for the gold and the repairs and stuff. If I try to disable hard mode so that, I could change things a little bit, like to make things move a little smoother or a little more quickly, it affects the gold yield, and I'm not interested in doing that, which I don't know why. I mean, it says hard mode in the description. I intend to keep that, which means I have to keep it on hard mode. But I could switch it, I guess, off once in a while just to purchase a little bonus vehicle or something, and at least then you would see, instead of seeing episode after episode of me doing this, which to me is getting kind of boring, and I'm sure it must be to you, because if it's not, then I guess you like grindy games too. Anyway, so I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. Would that be kind of neat? So that once a week, like, I don't know, every Sunday or something, I'd do a recording with a new piece of equipment on this or something, so that we'd kind of move along a little more briskly, a little more interestingly. There's a new word. Interestingly? I don't know. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So I'm looking for ideas. I'll just keep spewing them out. I won't necessarily do what I'm saying I'm gonna do about, purchasing vehicles like that or anything like that. But I'm certainly gonna float the ideas, and you guys can tell me what you think of it. If your, response is, well, this is hard mode, and if you're just gonna cheat, then I'm not gonna watch anymore. Well, then I will certainly take that into account. I honestly, from hearing you folks, your comments and responses to things, I don't think you'd really care that much, would you? As long as I'm happy, you're happy. Is that right? Well, that'd be nice. Then if I'm happy, you'll be happy, because I'll be making happy videos. Whee! Bump across here. I guess the main reason I've been thinking of that is, how many trips have I done in this? Thousands, literally thousands of trips of what you're seeing me doing. And to do that, a bunch of that off screen, just so that I can show you something new, seems a little sadistic, maybe. Masochistic. I don't know. Grinding myself to death. Let me see, are we almost 20%, are we? Must be by now. Grab another scoopa, and back up the hill we go. Back and forth. Oh, I went out my boat yesterday. The longest trip we've done so far. I'm on a little island and went all the way around the island. So I had to stop for about 10 minutes waiting we've got a cable ferry. So I had to wait for that to cross. So, because the cable ferry brings the cables up. My little boat, unless I'm, within 20 feet of the ferry, I don't think I'd have to worry, but they get kind of upset if boats are crossing their cables. So, you pull up and you're approaching the ferry, and the light turns red on there's lights at either end of the ferry. When the light turns red, you stop. And if you don't stop, they start blaring their horn at you and get all upset and take your picture and report you, which is good. They should do that, because it's kind of dangerous having boats crossing the cable for a cable ferry. So, but it was so hot yesterday, so sitting there on the boat without being under power or underway, it got so hot. But fortunately, it was only 10 minutes, and then back up on plane again, and then, of course, after you're sitting there sweating for 10 minutes, and then it's really brisk breeze, because we're going about 25 miles an hour or so on the boat. Yeah, it got cold pretty quickly. Oh, warmed up again, but still. Got a bit of sun. No burn, though. I have a bit of French blood, so I guess that my skin tans fairly easily. I don't burn very easily. In fact, the only real sunburn I've ever had is when I went to Florida when I was a kid. And it was, I think, maybe a July, but I wasn't very tanned when I went, so I got a bit of a burn there. That's the only sunburn I think I've only ever had. Maybe a little bit here and there. Lucky, I guess. Pity any of you folks who are redheads with fair skin who burn at the, you walk outside and the sun hits you, instant burn. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Sunburns are not fun. Wow, okay, so we're at 22%, about to be, and no breakdowns. So that's pretty good. Gonna have to fuel the generators here soon. Well, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought that worker I'd be able to. I didn't realize they had a specialization, so I thought I would be able to hire them on the wash plant or something, or on this on the loader, so that it would increase my cycle speed, which would be nice. It'll really be nice on the excavator, I think. I'll get to that, because that translates to just faster work. Faster you can load the wash plant. Speaking of wash plant, I noticed some of the workers will speed up, the shaker. Well, look at it. It's sitting here at 0. I don't need that faster. I don't need any of it faster. Another advantage to, for instance, say you put a worker on the trommel, so that affects the minor mats. Well, what's the point of making that faster? Not very. And then the next upgrade or two, the worker will swap out the mats. So if you got a bunch of mats sitting there, as you're running dirt and the mats get full, the worker will swap them out. Well, what's the point of that? Unless you have a worker on everything. If it swaps out the mats, I've still got to stop the wash plant when everything's full, so it doesn't really save me much time. Maybe a couple of minutes, I guess, during doing the clean out. No, I still would have to run the mats, so anyway, I don't think I'd do that. Anything where the worker's going to be replacing buckets and jigs and that sort of thing, just because it's not of much use to me. Now, if you had the mobile wash plant, remember those 2 mobile wash plants I had? If you had a worker on each of those who would replace those buckets with nearby buckets, well, that would be pretty good, because then you could just keep filling the things, and it would just keep going automatically. So that would be a pretty efficient system, especially if it also increased the wash plant speed. Then you may only need the one wash plant, and just keep shoveling dirt in as fast as you can. Okay, I think that one's full. And see how careful I got to be when I'm scooping, because if I scoop too much, it makes all these bumps, and they sure slow you down. But it smooths out eventually, somewhat. Hashtag want dozer. Oh well. I think I'd prefer the excavator and dump truck and conveyor to a dozer, so I'll hold on for that. We'll get there. Getting 40, or an average of 40 ounces per clean out. Of course, a third of that goes back to old Arnold, but still, that's pretty good money. You're still, once you subtract the fuel and the rent and stuff, you're probably looking at take home 25,000 from that 40 ounces, which I can do in about a day. I can fill the wash plant in a day pretty easily, I think. So it's gonna take a while, but here we go. Our episode is just about done, and no repairs needed. So what I may do is I'll work maybe off screen, and whenever I have stuff to repair, maybe I'll just record repairing that, and then I could do a repair episode where it's just repairing all the different parts. Well, that would be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll try and do that. So you still use the same tools. For instance, here on here, I'll show you right here now before we wrap up. So I'm going to just pull this over here and shut it off. Whoops, make sure the lights are off. And so if we get the crowbar, oh, well it won't show it because the machine's running, so let's shut her down. There's all the dirt through it. Yeah, it looks like all the dirt's through, so we'll shut her down. Set off the top part first, and the bottom part in the water. Okay, so now we'll go back over here and I'll get the crowbar out. So for instance, there's a spring in there somewhere. Yeah, see? So I could detach the spring. Ding. Put the spring back in. So there's springs and there's other parts which, when they break, I think they light up. So for instance, remember that hydraulic hose? It lit up red and there's stuff spraying. I wonder if we have to replace these hoses. That's easy enough to find out. Yep. Yeah, it's just this one hose here. See, you can see the nut where you have to detach it. So that hose will break. We've got some of the springs will break. I think it's just maybe the spring just on that other side. What about over here? Oh, okay. Maybe it's only that one spring. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll just record some repair, like a repair-isode, basically a compilation of repairs. I'll try to do that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit that like button. And I'm really interested in hearing your comments, what you have to say about some of the ideas I floated, as well as answers to questions of life, the universe, and everything. Such as, I'll run over here and show that quickly here. So, what does this thingy do? Episode of that. So, notification, you see? Unlock for 10,000, but it says notification, breakdowns, and repairs. Well, I've seen that already. When there's a breakdown, it pops up at the top of my screen, so I don't know what's up with that. Let me know if you know what it is or what that means. So I will see you next time. Bye for now.